Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is just a quick little tutorial on coloring stone. So you can see all the stone work I've already done here. And this is actually out of the Cute Witches adult coloring book by Jade Summer. It's actually part of my fall coloring haul part 2, which I will be filming soon, but I couldn't even wait to film it because this book is so freaking cute. So I started this picture and I was doing all the stonework here, and as part of Halloween, I don't know what it is, I love to use my Black Widows for Halloween stuff. So while I was coloring this, I thought, you know what? Here's a great opportunity to share a color combination doing all this stonework and show you how to do it. So what you will need, unfortunately you will need a few sets of these pencils. First you'll need from the Monarch set, you'll need your Kohl MN110. Then from your Cobra set you'll need CB69, also known as charcoal. And then from Cobra also, you will need CB75, which is dim gray. And then from your Monarch set, MN109, dark gray. And if you have it, a Caran d'Ache full blender. You don't have to have this. You will just need to do a lot more layering unless you do have one of these. If you don't have one of these, you can also use a Prismacolor colorless blender, but the Caran d'Ache ones save a ton of time and they're a lot smoother. They're a lot smoother for sure. So I prefer this one over Prismacolor, plus Prismacolor kind of dulls out the color. But alright, let's get started. I am going to use this in my tutorial, but like I said, you can get around it if you don't have it. So I had already started one here, so I'm going to skip over that one, and we will work on this one here that's behind her hand. So we'll start with our charcoal. And basically you're just going to put down a layer and then kind of fade it out. This is one of my favorite ways to color stone, even like brickwork. You can do it with any color. This just happens to be a really good color combination that you can now make with a lot of the Monarch colors that came and kind of rounded out the set. Okay, so next you'll go in with your dim gray. We're just going to go over where we faded it out, and I'm using totally light pressure here. So if you don't plan to use the Caran d'Ache colorless blender and you want to use no blender at all, you'll just keep going over this with the same colors and the same order, layering and layering until you get your finish. So next is the dark gray MN109. But this colorless blender takes away a lot of the work. So you just fill in the center here with this dark gray. Okay, and now you take your colorless blender. I love this thing, it is so smooth, blends so well. By the way, if you have Pro Colors from Derwent, this is the answer to Pro Colors. I basically just create all my layers and use this, and they blend together perfectly. And there we go. We have a stone. I'm gonna do this one too, just to make sure you guys see it. Oh, before I forget, with my Kohl, which is my darkest, I actually just carefully go around do a little bit of an outline, and this is just kind of creating a shadow. Do you have to do it? No, it's just an added effect. Okay. So if you have a colorless blender, you would do the same thing. You can just use that to blend them all together, but this will dull out the color. So I recommend, if you're not going to use this full blender, just do your layers and then keep going in that same order. So you would go back to the charcoal, do another layer, back to the dim gray, and then back to the dark gray, and keep going until you get full coverage. I'm just taking the lazy route and using my colorless blender. Alright, so again, we'll go through the same order. Here's the charcoal from the Cobra set. And on these stones here on the inside, I'm doing something slightly different because see how they're lighter here? That's because when I start coloring in the flame, I'm going to add a lot of yellow. So I want it lighter where it comes near the flames. So again, just taking it to the edge, then lightly pulling it out. And you can see I'm not using any heavy pressure here at all. That's what I love about the blender too. It saves my pencil leads. I don't have to sit here and layer 5 million times. But I also don't have to press hard and waste my pencil, because I don't know, this Caran d'Ache one is just, it's magic. But I just hold my pencil back here, and that keeps me from pushing too hard. Okay, so dim gray CB75. On this one, I'm going to now take this color all the way to the bottom and bring it out, and then I'm going to go over our first color. Again, light pressure. Okay. Then our dark gray MN109. Just going to use this to lightly go over everything, but also fill in the white space. And I've been doing these stones one by one. I don't know why. I could just do them all and then blend them, but full blender. And now I'm not using this like I do my normal colorless blenders and smush the colors together. I am just gently blending out everything so it is smooth. So you need to keep your layers very light when you do this so that they come together nicely and the wax moves together. But I'm not trying to draw the color across. Like sometimes what I like to do is, instead of using all of these colors, I would take just one dark one and shade it here, fade it in, and I would come in with my Prismacolor one and I would color it across and blend and bring that color across, and it would create a light and dark effect also, but that's not what I'm doing here. I am just getting these colors to mix together. Oops, I never blended this one up here. So yeah, I'm just basically smoothing them out. And this is my favorite blender for that, because then I don't have to sit here and do, oh gosh, you would need at least 3 to 4 layers to create this effect without this blender. But you can do it. You don't need to go buy these blenders. If you do though, they're like 2-pack for 8 something. I think it's like $8.90 on Amazon. I actually just put them on my subscribe and save. If I remember, I'm so bad about this. I'll try to leave a link to that. But let's grab our coal. Just add around the lines here. And I know it's hard to see and you're probably thinking, gosh, are you even doing anything? but it is actually creating some depth around here. I just want it to be very obvious that these stones are next to one another, but there's a shadow, you know, where the grout, or I guess it's mortar if it's stonework, but there's something in between there holding these together. Then, just get my brush. And there you have it. See, super simple. All you need then pretty much is you'll need the Monarch set and the Cobra set, so at least you don't need all of the sets, the Black Widow. And then the full blender, which I definitely recommend, but if you don't have that, like I said, you could do this one. It'll just change the color, whereas this one does not change the color. This just smooths everything out. But you could use this one, or you could just repeat the same pattern, reusing all 4 colors that I'd shown you here until you got that finished look. Whatever you do, if you want this exact color, don't use this color, your lightest, as your blender. If you do that, it'll actually dull out and kind of give a milky white effect to all this dark gray. So that's why I'm not using this as a blender. All the Black Widows are great for blending, but in this case, I wanted to preserve that color, so I used this. But I hope this was helpful. It was just a quick tutorial. Often I find these are easier just because I'll be in the middle of coloring and go, oh my gosh, I could really quickly show someone how to do that. So if you guys enjoy these little blips of tutorials, please let me know in the comments, then I can do more of them. If you found this helpful, give me a little thumbs up or like. And then if you're new to the channel or you just happen to stumble across this, please do subscribe, come back, hit the bell notification, you'll get emails. I have quite a few videos coming out this week. I am going to start another fall color along. I just can't decide what. But we have plenty to do this fall and I'm super excited. But I hope this helped you guys do some stonework, and it's perfect for all those graveyard pictures and eerie, spooky things for October colors. And until next time, take care and have a great rest of your day.